Scared the hell out of me.
Happy Father's Day. So what just happened?
Just hang on. Just let me do something.
Predict wind is currently incorrect as to the direction of the wind by 90 degrees.
Is he swallowing it?
Yeah, he's getting drunk. Well, we got an update on the shipping for the inverter.
You excited to be in Tahiti?
Oh my god, you don't know how it feels right now.
We've got bugs.
Oh my gosh, look at the ice molds. Oh, do they have butts?
They don't have butts.
But if they had butts, that would
They
be the
have
cutest
butts.
thing ever.
Get it.
So we're gonna push the cart back
We're like homeless people pushing a grocery cart.
through the streets.
Our first public transportation experience. So now we have a new dilemma.
Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds. And we're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming, we'll keep running. Nothing in our way. We got what it takes. Here we go with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
Good morning. Today's the day we get to go to Tahiti.
It's raining.
What was that?
I pushed power.
What were you doing?
I pushed power.
Were you holding it?
No.
You scared the hell out of me.
Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
So this isn't just your typical lift the anchor. This is we've got to get the pearls off the anchor chain and get out. You communicate with me, honey. Forward. Morning. This is fun. Happy Father's Day. Forward. I'm going left. Right. I'm not doing anything. Just trying to keep from not hitting you. All right, we're leaving today with our buddy boat warrior. They're gonna head out the pass first. So we were supposed to be anchors up at 7:30, but it's 10 after 7 and we've already gotten the floats off the line and anchors are up and we're on our way out the pass. How was getting the floats off the...
It wasn't too bad. We need to work on it a little bit. I would suggest when you do have floats on your chain, give yourself a lot of room between other boats because you probably have to move around a little bit, and we got a little close to blown away, but didn't get real close, but just close enough to be concerned. But we were able to manage everything up and get underway. So happy.
Busy day for the pass. We've got 2 boats going out. We just had 1 boat come in and another boat's coming in. At least it looks pretty calm today. It has been 4 or 5 weeks without our inverter and I truly miss our induction cooktop. Not only does it not get hot in the cabin of the boat, it's just my induction cooktop had a really nice griddle that went with it, and it just makes cooking pancakes so much easier. So I'm trying to make Rob pancakes for Father's Day today before it gets too rocky and rolly out here. So what just happened?
Just hang on. Just let me do something.
So we, I guess you could say I was testing the Starlink.
we didn't toggle on the priority data in time, and now the Starlink is non-operational. So we may be going for 24 to 36 hours without any kind of internet for...
So the true testament. So with Starlink, it's you have to toggle on the priority data package when you go offshore.
That's correct.
And if you don't toggle it off in time, it just gets cut off.
It's cut off.
So man, this like feels like we're out here. Like,
ouch, people. No, it's not too bad. We got movies, we got each other, we can play games. It's fun. We'll get to Tahiti in a day and a half and it'll be fun.
Someone's already napping this passage. For those that were asking, this is the status of our inverter situation with our big 5 kilowatt is missing from that hole. And then we're just using this 1,000 kilowatt inverter and then our Starlink in our messy guest cabin. All right, update. A very good update.
So we have
our
Garmin
inReach for our sat phone, so we can still reach out.
I sent our buddy boat a message saying we didn't have Starlink, it was down, and he goes, anything I can do? And I said, yeah, maybe, and I sent him my username and password to our Starlink, and he was able to use his Starlink and log in to my Starlink and toggle our priority data. So now we're back up and running again. Woo!
Thank you, Dave. It has been a great day sailing today. Up to 7.5 knots. Almost on a beam reach with 10 knots of apparent. But we broke up. We went 2 separate ways at our buddy boat. Our buddy boat went that way. And then PredictWind was telling Rob if we went south, we'd have a much better day sailing tomorrow. So they put up their parasailer and followed just that straight line to Tahiti. So I guess we're going south and head over.
Wind is up. You know, it uses like all these weather models to tell you the best route to take in order to get to your destination. So I decided to go ahead and follow the routing that PredictWind showed us, which kind of doesn't take us directly to Tahiti. It kind of takes us from here and brings us down and then shoots us up to Tahiti, because tonight and tomorrow the wind is going to shift, and it's going to shift. Right now it's coming from the southeast, and it's going to shift more coming from the south. And what's going to happen is as we turn, it's going to put us in a better position for the waves on the side of the boat and the wind, for us to maintain our speed in order to get there in the morning.
So we'll see.
But Dave is taking a gamble by, he's running his parasailer and he's going on a direct route to Tahiti.
Because his boat screams with a parasailer.
It does scream with it, but he's actually doing right now, just talk to him, he's doing the same speed we are, but he's going directly to Tahiti. We're actually bellying out, so we're going to be a little bit more mileage on our route, but we will probably either get there at the same time or maybe even before him, only because when that wind shifts, he's going to be in a worse position, because he won't be able to run his parasailer at all. He's going to be under sail because of the direction of the wind. So we'll see.
We'll see who wins the race.
All right, sun is up on our second day passage to Tahiti, and we are motoring because there is no wind at all. So we've got the motor running, and this is the sea state right now. It's dead calm out here. Sun just came up, hardly a cloud in the sky. Later on, we're expected to have like 15 to 17 knot winds, so I'm looking forward to that. We'll turn the motors back off, but for now, we're just gonna motor and get through it as fast as we can. Yep, still motoring. So we are
about 1 o'clock now. The wind still hasn't, it's picking up, but it's supposed to be coming from the south, and it's coming directly on our nose. Yeah, predict wind. Hopefully it shifts, but predict wind is currently incorrect as to the direction of the wind by 90 degrees. So we're motoring, and we're gonna continue motoring until we get there, or we get wind that's more favorable for sailing. So, that being said, it's also cool wind. You can see I've got a shirt on, and it's supposed to get down to like 74 degrees this evening. 74. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Crazy.
Woohoo! What'd you get?
Another yellowfin tuna, baby!
Woohoo! That's some good eating. Is he swallowing it?
Yeah, he's getting drunk.
I think he's dead. We are motoring. We got wind right on our nose, and we're about to roll into that big storm. And then we have these other storms over here, and over here, and over here. So we're about to get a little wet.
Well, we got an update on the shipping for the inverter. My sister is fabulous and is using her company contact with a shipping company to get our inverter shipped from Fort Lauderdale to Tahiti. And instead of spending $2,000 that DHL wanted for it, it's only going to cost us around $700.
So in total, it's gonna, this whole fiasco has been $1,200. That's not our fault.
Yep.
And now we've heard from somebody else that they got their Victron motherboard replaced and then it failed again. So.
But I tell you what, there are other repair facilities throughout the world, and we are not sending it all the way back to Florida if it fails again.
Nope.
We're gonna get it fixed either right here on the boat, or we're gonna get it fixed somewhere really close by. So, not doing that again.
So when Predict Wind predicted our trip, we were supposed to have between 15 to 18 knot winds. We were supposed to have 8-foot seas with a period of like 10 seconds, at least 10 seconds. And yeah, none of that is true. We were supposed to get wind at like noon today, and we didn't get wind at noon. We got wind at 5 or 6, maybe 7. And it was on the nose. It was supposed to be at 90 degrees from us. It was supposed to be a beam reach, and it was basically right on our nose. It did clock around a little bit. So we've got it about 45 degrees right now. But it's rough, Jack. It is so rough out here. The sea state is just, it's not the gentle swells that we were supposed to have. It is slamming us around. We are slamming. The winds are gusting up to 30 knots. I've got a double reef in the main. I've got a reef in the jib. I've got the port engine on to assist the autopilot in keeping the boat straight. And yeah, it's crazy. But I have confidence that we will persevere and get through it, and boy, hopefully arrive in Tahiti around 10 or 11 tomorrow. Well, we made it land ho. I'll go up top so you can see it, but I wanted to show you real quick how powerful the winds were last night.
Those are 2 of our bean bags, and the one you can see is tied right there. The other one's laying down there, and you can see the little tab on it. The little tab right there is broken. It's supposed to be over here and tied to the boat, and it's over here. That's some pretty powerful wind. We have land. That's Tahiti. Tahiti. We are in Tahiti. Pretty cool. So, and then I just got a call from my sister, and everything is set up to ship our inverter. So fantastic. And hopefully they'll be picking that up either tomorrow or the next day, and it'll take about a week to get here. So we will go do the rally this weekend, and then from Moorea we'll come back to Tahiti on Wednesday-ish and pick up our inverter, and then we can move on and go and just be free. So awesome. Oh, and by the way, that's the sunrise behind me. That's incredible, isn't it?
In French Polynesia, it's not red right returning. We're gonna have the red on the left coming back into port and the greens on our right. Is this the correct entrance?
Entrance, take 2. This is the correct entrance. See, the reason why, once we get in here, we can show you the camera this way. There's a road that goes across, so we would not be able to get down the channel over there because there's a road across, like a bridge, so we can't get under the bridge.
But it's cool because the, what do you call this? What are we in? The channel goes through the airport.
Yep.
So we have to call 5 minutes before we cross the runway to make sure we can still go under the runway.
Yep. And then we got to do it on the other side too to get over towards where Warrior's at. So we'll do it twice. So I just got off the radio with port control, and we are holding here to await permission, clearance to cross the runway, because this is the east end of the runway down here, and we need to go on the other side of it. So we need permission to clear it, and we've got to wait for them to give us permission.
Davis is excited to see Hilton. Davis, what you think? You excited to be in Tahiti?
Oh my god, you don't know how it feels right now.
I just told Rob, I was like, man, I wish you were like going on vacation. And he's like, you're on a permanent vacation. It's like, it doesn't feel like it. This is so incredibly pretty. And the temperature right now is like perfect. 75 degrees and amazing. I'm wearing leggings because it's actually cold. Well, I mean, if you've been in like...
And you can't see it, but there's a reef right there. If you come and look here on our chart, that's a reef that's underwater. This reef right here is underwater. You can't see it right here.
But you can see the waves breaking.
You can, but I mean, that's a little sketchy.
See the waves breaking on that reef over there? And this is why we have to hold, because there's a plane coming in. And we're kind of going to be in its path if we went any further.
Oh, the runway's like that, okay.
Yeah. So looks like we're going to wait for this plane to land, and then we might be able to clear.
You have permission to cross the runway.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your help.
Thank you.
We're cleared?
We clear.
Permission granted. Mom and Davis were a little tired of... It was amazing to be out in the Tuamotus and, you know, but not having stores and civilization for 3 months is...
Well, hey, but for like 3 or 6 weeks we're gonna be in Australia, which there's a ton of civilization there.
Is that plane taking off?
No,
You better pick it up. I think that plane is taking off. What if they're holding the plane for us to cross?
Welcome to Tahiti.
So the best thing about this anchorage is that is Maria. And I never really understood when I watched the movie Moana how you had the island and then kind of went out and then she went over the reef.
No one goes beyond the reef.
But this is exactly kind of how it's been since we've been here in French Polynesia, is you've got the islands, you have water, and then you have the reef, and then you have the ocean. Are you excited to be here?
Yeah.
What are you most excited about?
Land.
Land and a grocery store and
Yes.
civilization?
Yes.
Ooh. Well, we've got bugs.
Oh no, really?
We've got bugs.
Ugh, we've done so good so far.
I don't know.
What is that, cornmeal?
It's cornmeal. I don't know where the.
That was bought
it
in...
was open here.
Oh, that was bought in Jamaica. Maybe.
Yeah, it was fun.
Ugh. Alright, looks like we get it clean again today.
I think that's the only thing, though. I mean, I don't see like there's other things that are in
Yeah, I've seen
Plastic bags
packages
and...
plastic bags. Another beautiful sunset in paradise with all our neighbors. It's a lot of boats, folks. A lot of boats.
It is really pretty out here tonight. And cold. It is, I want to say it's 70 degrees right now. It's freezing.
All right, so we had fish last night. We're having fish again tonight. Last night we actually did a fish fry. We used a fish fry mix that we got in, I believe that was Grand Cayman or Panama. It was really good. It was really good. But tonight I grilled, and oh my God, look at this, guys. How fantastic does that look, man? Grilled tuna steaks. It's gonna be good tonight. All right, we are getting ready to go to Marina Tanea, and we're gonna drop off our sail, drop off our garbage, and visit a sick friend. So, come along. Get the garbage.
Keep seeing sea turtles on the way to the dinghy dock.
Well, we can't seem to record it. It just goes down.
So we are headed over to Carrefour, which is a big shopping complex here in Tahiti. And I mean, look at the cars. I mean, I feel like I'm back in Panama almost. Walking down the street, do you feel like you're back in Panama?
I feel like I'm in Panama.
This is nuts.
It smells much better.
Oh, well, yeah, it does.
And it's cooler.
And they got these little shops here on the side of the road.
Motorcycle.
Oh, there's a pharmacy. What do you use? So everyone has these French pharmacy videos. So I'm like, we're in Tahiti. It's France. Well, French. So I'm getting all the French pharmacy stuff from all those French videos. Here, it's a little bit more expensive than like if you went to Paris to get it, but still, it's pretty cool.
This is more like a mall, almost. There's a bunch of different stores besides a Carrefour. There's a Carrefour there, but there's a chocolate bistro here and a whole bunch of other stuff. So check it out. Ooh. Look at this.
It's a grocery store.
So this is truly like a Walmart. There's everything here.
So Carrefour is the Walmart of Tahiti.
Literally like Walmart. You can get bikes here, sports equipment, bodyboards, beach stuff, and fishing gear.
Oh my gosh, look at the ice molds. Oh, do they have butts?
They don't have butts.
But if they had butts, that
If
would be
they
the
had
cutest
butts.
thing ever.
Say that again.
Said all I wanted to do was walk in a grocery store. I am a happy girl.
Oh Lord. Yeah, a little trouble there. So here at Carrera 4, everybody from the marina takes the carts all the way to the marina, and I guess Carrera 4 comes back and picks them up.
Carrefour comes to grab them. It's a great service.
Sweet. So we're gonna push the cart back
We're like homeless people pushing a grocery cart.
through the streets. Two-person job, man.
Couldn't ask for a prettier dinghy ride back.
I know, and look at that moon.
So here's how we're having to get off. So this is Warrior's boat. We were just on there for lunch. We're going to the regatta thing. But to get off their boat, you have to step in the dinghy and then get on the dinghy dock.
This afternoon, we are headed to the welcome party for the Tahiti to Moorea rendezvous tomorrow.
So we think we're at the right spot for the bus stop. This looks bus stop-ish. Yeah. So we get over here to the bus stop, and then Rob asked Davis, did you get the key out of the dinghy? So now Rob's got to run all the way back to Warrior and make sure we got our key out of our dinghy.
Wait, where'd he go?
Was it there?
Is there?
So it's sitting in the dinghy waiting to be stolen.
Hanging on the steering wheel where Davis likes to put them.
Oh, gee. Our first public transportation experience.
I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, that is so cute.
It's like sibling love.
These two have become quite close. He may not like his own sister, but I think he's grown to love Landon.
All right, we're here to check in.
So the kids want McDonald's for dinner. They're excited to see a McDonald's. Davis, how excited are you? So the cool thing about the McDonald's here is they are super fast. It's like faster than Chick-fil-A. Oh gosh. And is the order correct? Man, how would you rate those fries? How would you rate the whole meal?
Does it taste like home?
Fries need salt. Really need salt.
Dude, salt's easy, just add it. How are the chicken nuggets?
No, 10 on 10.
Okay.
After the kids were fed, we headed out to find a nice place for the adults to eat.
So you want to hear the funniest thing? So after the kids ate at McDonald's, we went walking around trying to find somewhere to eat. We couldn't, everywhere needed reservations. So the adults ended up at Burger King.
And we got a little incident.
What?
Yeah, that.
What?
That.
Oh, yeah.
You're like,
So now we have a new dilemma. So the buses here in Tahiti stop running at 5 o'clock.
no,
Yes, 7 o'clock, sorry. What time is it now?
It is 7:15.
It's 7:15 and we're up a creek without a paddle. So now we have to figure out how to get a taxi. We walked all the way down here. Just things you learn by trial and error. So taxis are not very plentiful here in Tahiti. We've had to go into a pizza shop. They've had to call for 2 taxis because there's 6 of us. And then we're waiting alongside of the road for the taxi. But none of the taxis are really marked. So we're just waiting for an unmarked car to come pick us up.
Oh,
Waiting for the taxi.
The unidentified car.
Yeah.